Hey everyone, welcome back to Comic Book Theater. Jay here with something a little bit different today. I'm not going to do a review. I'm doing 3 contest entries. What's going on is DC Marvel Guy 4.0, who does some great comic book reviews, statue reviews, toy reviews, all kinds of stuff like that. Great channel. I highly recommend you check him out. He's a great guy. He recently surpassed 100 subscribers, so he thought, you know what, I'll do a contest, and he wanted to incorporate his favorite character, who is Barry Allen, the Flash. But instead of doing something, stereotypical, like tell me why you like the Flash or what's your favorite Flash story, he decided to go out there and do something totally different and say, I want you to take down the Flash. So you got any hero or villain that you want to take down the Flash. There are a couple of stipulations though, and one of them is the Flash has to be Barry Allen Flash. The second is Barry's going to be at the top of his game, so any powers that he's ever possessed connected to his Speed Force, connected to his speed powers, he can use. He's not going to be restricted to any, current or past guidelines that said he couldn't do this anymore or anything like that. So this is an all-out Barry Allen Flash that you got to deal with. And since Barry Allen's going all out, whoever you pick can also go all out. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I got 3 choices, and each one is going to be better suited for it, but I had to throw in, well, one I threw in for my love of the character. The second one I'm throwing in because love for the character, and because I think it's a kind of interesting way that I came up with how you can take them down. And the third one is someone you're going to be familiar with, but I'm going to be using powers in a way that you may not have thought I was going to do. Alright, so I'll be sure to link my other videos with this one, and also link to DC Marvel Guy 4.0's channel in the description below. Be sure to check him out, guys. Great guy. Support his channel, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm not going to give you a full rundown of all of the Flash's powers because that would take forever and could be boring. Now I also have to put him at the top of his potential, like I said. So while he may not be able to achieve something right now in current continuity, at one point in time he was able to. So I had to list it. For instance, Barry used to be able to travel in time and change things. He knew how to change a specific event and not screw up the whole universe. Well, things have changed in the New 52, to where Barry can still travel through time, but he lacks the finesse to change a specific event in the time stream. Barry's powers all come from the Speed Force, an extra-dimensional force that allows Barry to possess his powers. His main power is speed. At his top speed, Barry can run faster than the speed of thought. Barry can also use his speed in long-distance attacks by creating wind tunnels by spinning his arms at tremendous speeds. Barry can also control the molecules in his body and can vibrate them, pushing them apart and allowing him to phase through solid objects. Barry's brain can also process information at super speed. But he is unable to maintain this stuff long term. It is only absorbed in his short term memory and fades away. And once again, like I said earlier, Barry can travel through time by gaining the right speed and vibrational frequency. Superman has some of the most extensive power sets, and it's also one of the most known power sets in comics. Superman has super strength, super speed, enhanced senses, Arctic breath, and he has a list of vision powers that include heat vision, telescopic vision, microscopic vision, X-ray vision, and he can process things at super speed in his mind. And of course, he has the power of flight. Superman is also a solar battery with limitless potential, so a dip in the sun would supercharge all of his powers. Now that we know all their powers, Let's get it on. Superman and the Flash have a long history of being pitted against each other. Some of the top creators to ever touch a comic book have written stories of them racing over the years. Superman is really fast. At the top of his game, can achieve time traveling through speed. On foot, Superman is just below the Flash in speed. Now, if he flew, he could pretty much match the Flash's speed. They both have tremendous abilities to process things with their minds, so the fight is on and Superman and the Flash are facing off against each other. Superman has a few ways to take out the Flash, and do it in time and space to match the Flash's speed. Superman would use his heat vision to melt the surface to make it hard for the Flash to run. Then as he is adjusting, he uses his Arctic breath to imprison the Flash in a thick block of ice, while also creating a thick sheet of black ice all around them, so that when the Flash vibrates through the block of ice, he has nowhere to run because the Flash cannot gain a footing due to there being no traction on black ice. Now, with only moments to take the Flash out, Superman has to act quick. He has three options to knock him out. Physically punch the Flash is option 1. Option 2 is to fly around him to create a vacuum, depriving him of oxygen, knocking him unconscious. Or option 3 is injecting him with the sedative. Now, the sedative will be burned out of Flash's system quick and be rendered ineffective. The vacuum takes time that that Superman doesn't have when you're dealing with the Flash. So he would have to go for the direct approach and knock him out with the right hook. The winner, Superman, because he took away his ability to run, also took away his ability to time travel. So he couldn't take out Clark as a baby. Okay, those are my thoughts. Now I want to hear what yours are in the comments below. Also, like this video, subscribe to my channel, check out and subscribe to Dark Avenger Inc., check out Comic Frontline, like me and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'll include all these links in the description below. So until next time, I'll see you around.